Hey, what's up, everybody? It's BDF44. So, yesterday I made a video talking about how I was trying to kind of defeat some inner demons, or rather, some entitlement issues and things like that I feel like I've been having within myself, wanting so bad to move on from security in general, wanting so bad for this squeeze, the AMC squeeze, to hurry up and commence, or at least get to a point where I can feel comfortable, moving on from this position. Not really even the position, just the field, man. I'm not a security guard. I just kind of fell into it many years ago and stayed with it. But my personality doesn't lend itself to being good at this at all. Never have been. Well, today my position here has reached a peak as it pertains to my level of interest in being here. Quite honestly, as you guys know, I've been wanting to quit this job for many weeks. And I've been trying to hold myself accountable because, yesterday I eloquated to you guys that had a situation where one of my guards, one of the guards, at supervisor, actually, my guard, I'm his guard, basically had sent me on some errands, and I felt like, I was kind of being asked to do things that weren't really my responsibility to do, but I was happy that I did them anyway, because that's not the type of person I want to be. Somebody who's only looking to do his own job, and somebody who's not willing to go the extra mile for others who are willing to go extra mile for me. So that's one of the things that I was dealing with, but I think I came to a conclusion that ultimately I was proud of myself for ultimately doing it, and that was that. Well, today we got a whole new set of things to deal with here, because now I wake up, I come here and do my thing, and I look up halfway into the shift, and they're telling me that somebody's not coming in for graveyard, and they want me to stay an extra couple hours. And here I go again, being asked to fight my own demons in a way. Because I honestly, man, I just don't want to do this anymore, like at all. But I'm forcing myself to come here and do 8 hours a day to kind of get me the little change, the money that I need to keep my life afloat while I'm waiting for this squeeze. Because the squeeze is going to give me everything I need, obviously, to take care of my business. It needs to be taken care of. I won't need this job at all. But the squeeze hasn't happened yet. I've made some gains, but not enough to where you want to quit your job. But I want to quit my job, yo. So fucking bad, ladies and gentlemen. And it's not like I'm sitting here saying it's because I feel I'm talented, or it's because I have this channel, or because, no, it's because I'm suck at security, and I'm not really good at being a team player as it pertains to making small amounts of money and giving big amounts of effort. I've never been the person that's wired to accept that and embrace that and just live that way for 20, 30 years. Like, I never stay at any job longer than 3 years. Never. And the reason why is because I can't stand any job ever. All of them suck in this field for me. All of them. Even the ones that I've enjoyed and met people that I still keep in touch with. I got friends. No regrets. But at some point in time, I want to stop doing this while I'm young enough to still appreciate my body, my time, my life, have the energy to do things, to start a family. I want to start living on this earth the way I want to live it. And like I said, waiting for the squeeze has been the most difficult thing in my life, but now we're upon the squeeze. Basically, we feel like this is the week we need to be paying attention to the stock market for real. People are getting up early in the morning, going, not making sure that they're in front of their phones when the stock market is taking place, and the way the stock market is open. And the way my schedule is set up, I'm not awake for some of that. You know what I mean? In order to get here on time and have the energy to do this shift, I take naps from 10 o'clock to 12:15. I'm asleep. Those are key hours for the stock market. And I work Mondays and Tuesdays, so I'll have Wednesdays, Thursdays. But Wednesdays, Thursdays are the only days I really get to pay attention to it, because Fridays I got to freaking work too. So it's Fridays, Saturdays, Sundays, Mondays, and Tuesdays. Two out of my 3 shifts, I don't have to worry about the stock market. But 3 out of the 5, I do. So it's like, it's so much more money, needless to say, riding on the line for that stock than it is for this job. So me trying to prioritize this job over making sure that I strike properly with those stocks is just asinine to no end. So it makes sense for me to try to make sure I'm home during these weeks, if this is really happening right now, or if it's going to happen within the next several weeks. I should be in front of my screen. So that's one more reason why I just don't think this is the place for me right now. I prayed about it, and I'm not going to lie to you. I prayed about it, And you know what came to me? Something told me, it was the feeling, the vibe was, quit that job. That's what it said. That's what came to me in prayer. The prayer said, quit it. You don't need this job. In fact, I prayed about this 3 weeks ago when I think I told y'all about this, but my mother kind of came to me and I had a cry session, first cry session I had since I was 13. I prayed about it that day, and the Lord told me, you don't need this job right now. You don't need this job. But I'm looking at my bills and saying, yes, I do. I'm looking at the fact that I'm not getting the exercise I need without the job, and I'm saying, yes, I do. I look at the fact that I need to be somewhere other than in my apartment because I don't have the type of brain that's just going to go outside and walk down the street. I'm going to sit in the house for weeks at a time if I don't have somewhere to go every day. That's just how I'm wired. So I'm telling God, yes, I do. You see what I'm saying? Plus the debt that I'm in, I got financial issues. If the squeeze were not to take place, I have enough to take care of those issues, but I have to sell the shares to do that. And I'm not ready to do that, obviously. It makes no sense for anybody who believes in what we're doing to sell any shares for any reason, even if it's life or death. There's too much money on the line. It's generational wealth on the line. You don't mess this up. So that's one reason why I'm still holding on to this job. But this whole overtime situation today, it's like the straw that broke the camel's back. First of all, I don't feel like I'm too much part of the team because I've been treated kind of funny up here lately. And I'm not talking about yesterday's situation. The reason why I was so defensive about yesterday's situation is because about the other stuff that I haven't even talked about. Being treated a certain way, being acted as if I'm an outcast because I don't walk with guys. That's fine, man. Because we're guards. We're supposed to have somebody who's ready to team up and be there and have your back. It's like a pack person's mentality, you know? A gang member mentality. We come together, strength in numbers. Our confidence comes from being able to be together. So that's what they need. That ain't who I am. I'm a lone wolf. My confidence comes from when I know I can handle myself. I believe that I'm safer in the presence alone. I can get out of anything alone. I think I'm in more danger when I walk with others. That's how I'm wired. You see what I'm saying? I feel like people bring problems. People bring energies. People bring things you have to adjust to. People bring things that you have to guard against. People make it so that you have to watch your back. I don't want to do any of that. Don't want to do any of that. I feel like when I'm alone, I don't have to do any of that. Thought I was going to roll down the windows, but I realized I'm talking. It's probably not the best thing for me to do. But it is kind of hot. But anyway, that's what I'm dealing with, man. This is an event session. I'm sure you guys don't give a damn about this. I probably shouldn't even upload this. But the reality is, I want to encourage everybody. If you don't have something on the line, and I'm sure you guys know this more than I do. If you don't have money on the line where you can like, okay, I got money that can take care of myself, don't quit your job. If you are in a space where you don't have any other form of income or you don't have anything that you're looking forward to that'll bring you some money, don't follow this crap that I'm doing. This is a demon that I'm fighting here. To be honest with you guys, ladies and gentlemen, this is a demon because the reality is my patience level and my endurance, my ability to endure certain stresses is not where it needs to be proud of myself as a man. I'm getting there and I've made some serious strides in the last several months, several years even, but I'm not where I need to be because if I was where I need to be, I would just do this overtime and not think twice about it. Take the money and see it as a win, but I'm not wired that way, unfortunately, y'all. I'm not wired that way. I am more so wired to think I'm in control of my own body. I don't fucking want to be here. F word, emphasis F word, because that's how I feel. I don't want to be here to begin with. They're not paying me the type of money I feel like I should be making. Half the time I'm dealing with crazy people that they can't even deal with. They got people up here. Let me tell you the truth. They got a dude up here that they can't deal with. A transient African-American dude. He's about 300 pounds, 6'1", huge guy. Love him to death. One of my favorite people in the world right now. But they can't deal with him. No other guards can deal with this dude. He wants to fight everybody except for me. When I see him, we have basically spiritual sessions. We talk about the Lord. We talk about how we fight our demons. We talk about how we deal with stuff on the head. I tell him about how I've had my mental issues, not to his degree, but I'm telling him he can hold on. Somebody's happy to see you every time you come around. That's the value that I bring to this fucking place. No other human up here can deal with this man. He's like a dragon that only I can tame, y'all. But they don't see the value in that. They're too busy looking at what I don't do. What I don't do. Oh, he don't want to walk around this place. Oh, he don't always have call out stuff. Oh, he don't always show up on time. Yes, those are things I need to hold myself accountable to doing. Until I get that right, you have every right to call me out on it. But are we talking about the shit that I do? Are we talking about how everybody who walks away from me in terms of the customers feel good about my presence? Are we talking about that? No, we're talking about how I don't want to work overtime because somebody didn't show up. So it's now my responsibility, not that person's responsibility to be here, but my responsibility to make up for what he did. I'm sick of this shit, man. It has little to do with the job itself and has more to do with the treatment, man. At some point, everybody wants to feel appreciated. And I was battling with that yesterday, and I was about to point that energy in the wrong direction, but not today. Not today. So I'm telling everybody here, man, I don't want to wear this yellow uniform no more. This may be the last day I work here, bro. Because I don't feel appreciated. Every time I do something wrong, I'm getting written up. I see people do the same shit I do, don't get in no trouble, and I never make no fuss. I got people treating me funny because of the differences that I have in myself, when I never treat people funny for the differences in them. I don't like dealing with people because of shit like this, y'all. This is why I'm introverted. I have an extroverted personality, but an introverted synopsis, because I don't like dealing with people, bro. I like talking to y'all. Y'all notice I don't be in the comment section responding to anybody. It's not because I disrespect y'all. It's just because I protect my peace. It's because I know if you say the wrong thing to me, I'm gonna KD the situation. I'm gonna say something back. It's gonna stay with me. I'm a person that receives energy, and if you give me no energy, I have no energy for you. But if you give me good energy, I give you good energy. If you give me bad energy, I'm probably either trying to get away from you or I'm giving you the worst energy you ever seen. And so because I'm this extreme, I don't allow my interactions with people to be consistent. Not with family, not with friends, with nobody. Because I know I'm liable to just stop wanting to be around people even if I love them to death. It's the inner demons, man. And I've been fighting them my whole life. That's why I get along with young Michael. The guy that I'm telling you about. That's why we get along, because when he told me, the first thing he said to me is, man, I'm fighting demons I'm not having no success over. They are winning this battle, and I need you to pray for me. It's the first thing the man ever said to me. And he came to the right person, because I'm the exact person who's doing that. And I put him in my list of people that I pray for every day, and I've been praying for him ever since. It's been over 8 months. I've been praying for him every day. And that's why I feel like my spirit is strong enough to be able to make decisions like this, even though I'm fighting my demons, because it's like I'm in communication with the Lord, and I'm in communication with myself as it pertains to knowing that I'm in the right frame of mind and making the decisions that I'm making, even if I'm not necessarily feeling good about what it is I'm doing. I'm in the right spirit is a better way to define it. Not frame of mind, spirit. So what I'm saying to you guys is I'm refusing to do overtime because I'm not being treated like a part of the team. I don't feel like I'm being accepted for my differences, and I'm ready to quit this job because I feel like I'm gonna be rich soon. Or at least well off. Fuck rich, at least well off. You know, I'm not gonna speak anything counting my eggs and nothing. But I'm in a place in my life where I never want to do security again. YouTube, I never want to do this shit again, y'all. I've been doing this for almost 10 years now, maybe a little more than 10 years. And like I said, it's done a lot of good things for me. I've met some beautiful people. But I hate it so much, y'all. I hate it so much. And the property is great. It's not a bad property. It's many great people up here that I like being around. It's not like I hate everybody. That's not true. The property's nice. Santa Monica, California. Who's complaining about the weather? Never that. Hey, I'm blessed. But I hate it. I don't like it. I don't like how I feel when I walk in the presence of others wearing this uniform, wearing this black ass skin. Because I feel like people look at me like I'm about to do something to them, and I don't like that feeling. I don't welcome that energy. I don't treat people like that. I'm not a violent person by nature, so I don't want people looking at me and saying that's somebody who can kick my ass. I know a lot of men and a lot of women feel empowered by being threatening, but I always take it to the cat backed into the corner thing. I don't like being feared, because I always look at someone who's afraid as the most dangerous. Not the idiot that's all rah, rah, rah. Not even the person who's trained the best, but the person who's terrified and ain't got nothing to lose. Because they're going to come out scratching, and they're going to come out sporadic, and they're going to come out inconsistent in everything that they do. And you're going to have to deal with that. There's no structure to that. It's just fear and rage coming at you. So I don't like being feared. I look at it as a threat. Just like I don't like being not trusted. I look at that as a threat. Because if you don't trust me, you don't have no loyalty to me. I got to look over my shoulder wondering if you're going to be extreme or not. In regards to not trusting me. I don't know how far you're going to take it. I'm aware of how crazy people can actually be. So it's like that's why I don't hang with people. Because I was shown how horrible human beings can be early in life. And I never really trusted people like that. I trusted the Lord. I trusted myself. I trusted my mother. Outside of that, I didn't really trust people like that. So you can see why I make a video like this saying that I'm struggling with what I'm struggling with, but there's reasons for all of it. And at the end of the day, I'll tell you, it's a situation like this, I can leave it with this. There's a place called Soul Cycle on the 3rd floor. It's where women bike. It's a nice little view out there. They can look over the beach. It's beautiful. But I don't even like walking over there. Do you know why? Because I feel paranoid that people are looking at me like I'm a fucking creep. I think they're looking at me thinking that I'm looking at their asses as I'm walking by. So I don't even like going over there. It makes me uncomfortable. It makes me anxious. I feel a great deal of anxiety even I even go by there. Because I know I'm looked at as somebody who's probably not on the kosher side. Probably somebody's creeping. Probably somebody who's trying to get at the girls. Probably somebody that's not up to no good. The energy that I receive just from wearing the skin in the uniform, bro, it makes me unhappy. But I feel a lot better now because I got all this out my system. I hope I didn't ruin your energy, you guys. Please, please, please continue to pray for me. I need it. I'm not where I need to be. Figuratively, literally, and emotionally. But I will be soon because I'm going to be the hell up out of here very soon. I don't know if today's the day I quit, but I'm praying that the Lord give me the strength to do so because I want the fuck out of here so bad. I feel for you guys. If you're going through what I'm going through, find strength. You are not alone. Do what you got to do, but pray first, man. If you believe in God, pray first. Don't do nothing without praying first. That's the best advice I got for you. Buy some AMC. That's the second best advice I got for you. My name is BDF44. Thank you guys for watching.